Hello everyone and welcome to the next update here at Five Elms. Quick thank you to everyone who's left such great comments on my previous video. It's really nice to know that people are enjoying the videos that I'm doing and have got some interest in the layout, so again thank you very much. Right, what am I going to do next? For a little while now I've been working on the station, and this hillside just sort of disappeared into nothing, just come down and it was a sheer drop. So I've put together another removable section of foam. I'll show you the back of it in a minute, in case anyone missed a previous video on how I did it. And I think what I'm going to do is have the brick wall coming in like that. Obviously put one underneath as well. And then I'm going to join it there, come down on a slant and have a smaller brick wall all the way along here, just to sort of separate this area. I don't know what I'm going to do here, whether I'm going to keep it like this. I think I will, but I'll probably have a road hidden from there and then coming into this area. But as with my other updates, I'm just going to see what I get done and keep you updated. So here's how the removable sections are all made up. Get a hot glue gun, cut them out, shape them as required, glue them all together so you end up with a very strong piece of scenery. Now some people do shape the foam and actually use the foam as the basis for your scenery, but I don't like the joins you get in each section. So what I do is, it takes a few minutes and costs next to nothing. I put plaster cloth over it, and it's just a nice finish. Strengthens it up as well, holds it all together. I do like the foam for putting in trees. I don't even remember, but I did a little hillside for my son's layout, and I did it just using wire netting and plaster cloth, and when you push the tree in, it pushes the plaster cloth, it cracks and you have to hold it up, and over time they start to move. With the foam I can drill a small hole, push it in, and they'll be exactly like that for as long as I need them to be. So again, it's nice just to have a removable section. I can take that out. All that's got to be tidied up, all the road. But I can take it out, disguise the joins, and I've got scenery that I can move in and out. And again, I'm repeating myself really, but I like to be able to take the beat pieces off and detail it all on the workbench rather than having to lean over there. So I shall carry on. I think I'm going to start the wall now and see how we get on. Put some more of the wall in, so that's going to give that a nice uniform flow, if you like, as that comes round under there. Like, I'll have lots of detail, junction boxes, the cables like I've done up on the top line there, bit of graffiti under there. Finished putting the buttresses up there. Trimmed a little bit more off of there just to smooth that hillside a little bit. Chucked a bit of plaster cloth on it and quickly painted and put some more scatter on there. The wall's going to go down at an angle. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I don't think it's going to be the same type of wall. I think it would just be too long. This would be just a red brick wall. But it does designate that area off a little bit more. It gives me, I think I'll have some sort of building there and a few porta cabins, small car park, all servicing this depot. Keep flitting between areas now. That's what I want to do. I don't want to. I feel like I've been working on these station platforms for absolutely ages. So now I've got the TMD on the go, if you like. I'm going to flip between the station and down there. Keep my very small brain occupied. Right, what I've been doing tonight, I've got some of these station fences from Ratio 4:3:1. I thought I'd give you a bit of a before and after. I've put them up the top there between the buttresses. I think it looks really nice. Finishes it off. Don't forget there's only a very base layer of scatter up there, so when it's got a nice bit of foliage and trees, I think it's gonna set that off. So I thought I'd give you a before and after. I generally think it looks better than that. And again, I always say it, I'm not prototypical, but it's too much. You'd be able to fall over. So I just think that that looks quite good there. Got my 37 running tonight, just a bit of background activity. I really like this section. It's just these little things you keep going back to and thinking, what can I add without overdoing it, but what can I add to give some detail and some realism. And I think painted green, I just think that sets it off quite nice. I was going to go for red, but you know, Network Southeast red, but I don't think the railings would be painted in a railway colour. I presume, again, without getting too prototypical, I presume something like this would be owned by the council, not the railway. Don't know, don't really care, but I want something that's going to look realistic, and I think that green sets it all off. Now the other thing that I'm going to do, I've made a bit of decision with the station. In the last 3 or 4 updates I keep talking about I'm not sure what station building I'm going to go for, so I'm going to bite the bullet for now so I can move on to different areas and go for the Metcalfe all the way through, including you see the buildings there, they're old ones that I've had to bend to get in there and measure up. So I'm going to go for the station. Can't really see it in there. That's another thing that made my mind up. You can hardly see it in there. So by the time I detail them and weather them up a little bit, put all the details on the side, like the time board, bit of guttering, I can put lights in there, so that solves the problem of getting lights on the canopies, because there's going to be lights on the platforms. In there will be lit up by the buildings and the toilets. Do a Metcalfe station building, a new one. Yes, I know it can be done better. Maybe in the future I'll come back to it and clad it in plastic card, but for now it means that I can finish this area here and get on with something else. You know, I've got this I want to be working on. I've got some ideas for the water scene. Well, I feel like all the time I've been held back by what station building to get. And then I think to myself, well, I like the Metcalfe anyway, so that's what I'm going to go for. So I just thought I'd show you, but I do like that fencing. I think that really sets that off. Right, so I said earlier, I'm going to put the Metcalfe buildings on the platforms, which I've done. Put a bit of lighting in there as well. I put the modernisation pack on there with the destination boards and a ticket machine, and I think it just has the sort of desired effect of almost filling in a hole, if you like, almost like a placeholder. I'm going to come back to it, but for the sake of what, 20 quid and an hour's work, I can sort the station out without leaving great big gaps. It looks quite good. There's a bit of detail with the lights on, etc. For running videos. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have one there, 2 on the centre islands, rebuild the Metcalfe station building, and I can finish this area. But I quite like it actually. I've always liked these little Metcalfe station buildings. As I say, I had to trim the top down, put some sandpaper on top there, almost like an asphalt roof, fine grade, painted it with a grey wash, and away you go. Put lights in one side of the building. You know, I don't light every building and every window, but as I say, it's more of a placeholder than anything. But it means that, you know, for this area I can almost say that, you know, it's getting there. Once I populate the platforms, finish the electrics, put the lights in the platform, we're getting there. Then I can move on to more fun stuff. So there's the second one in there, second building, and what I've done is there's no detailing inside the building, so I've got some greaseproof paper and almost done it as like a net curtain type thing, so it's just a representation of the light. There's no detail inside. Could be frosted glass, could be blinds up, but yeah, I knew I wasn't going to put any detail in there, so I've just done it that way. I think it looks alright. I've got a bit of light bleed on that second one I've just put in, which I've got to sort out. I think it looks alright. It's certainly alright for now. It's a placeholder, like I said. So I should do 2 more and then finish with the actual main station. But it's nice at you know, when the lights are out, it gives a little bit more detail. Pulls your eye through the canopies. Right, although it won't show up on the video because obviously I film it as I go along, I've just had about a month's rest from the layout, and in that time I've converted my garage into an office. I'm leaving my current office because I work for myself, and I'm coming up to the end of my 10-year lease, so I'm moving home, so I'll be working from home in the future, and I've just spent the last month converting the garage into a nice little office. So the layout has just been forgotten about really, so I've come up here over the last couple of days to get back on with it, and I've realised how much I missed it. So I finished the other two island buildings, so all the buildings are done now, which I think looks really nice. See if we can get a shot from down there. So it adds a nice little bit of detail there. Still yet to do the station building. The other thing that I did was to put some plasticard on these bits and paint them, but as you can see it's all bubbled up, and this was the second time that's happened, so I don't know if it's where it's turning cold up here or whether there's something in the wood that it doesn't want to stick to, so I'm going to have another go at that. I did come up here tonight to paint that and you know, do it like the rest of it, but I saw that, so I thought what I'll do is make some trees. Let me just put this light back on. So these aren't going to stay in that position, I'm just putting them up there to store them more than anything, but I've been making it with the seafoam method, hairspray and spray PVA, and you know, dipping them in the fibres. Looks really nice. So I mean, there's going to be some nice shots there with the trees. As I say, they're not stopping now, but just to say that I'm moving on to the next stage really. But already, just with the extra bit of leafage and the bit of greenery, it just looks more real. So as I say, you won't see it on the video because obviously you know, just film one update after another. But I have been away from the layout for quite a long while, so I'm not really sure where I'm going to carry on from. I may do a little bit of carry on with the greenery and start doing the grass, or I might carry on and redo that. But the good thing is, I mean, this is the best time of year. It's sort of middle of October now. This is the best time of year to get back into your layout. I love it, absolutely love it. Right, so I shall carry on, do a bit more, and I think I'll upload it just to keep the progress going. But shame about that plasticard, because that was my last bit. I don't think it's going to solve itself overnight. I think that's bubbled up now. Once the plastic loses its stiffness, then it goes all funny. I mean, you could do it like that and do it as a brick wall that's going a bit manky, but there's no point. I want it all done properly. Don't know what I've done different here, but none of this has come up. But I do like them buildings there. I think it looks cool. And starting to get on with the trees now, so really liking the layout. Just want to get some progress now. Right, I'll speak to you soon. Well, I carried on making some trees, and it gave me so much incentive plonking them on the layout that I thought I'd just work on this little bit, and just worked around to that corner really, where the camera is now. That's as far as I've got. But what a transformation, and something that I've been waiting and waiting, almost putting off really, because I knew that, well, I hoped that it would pull this area together, and I just love it. Look at it. I mean, to me it looks fantastic. I haven't done anything different to anyone else does. It's all the same fibres and all the woodland scenic products. So I was going to film it, but one, I was getting carried away and enjoying it, and two, I just thought there's so many videos out there for doing grass and hillside that what's the point really. But I mean, yeah, I just absolutely love it, and it's tied in all these little bits there where you could see them before, you know, with gaps and stuff. It's tied in everything that I wanted it to. But it's going to make for some good running videos, which I'm going to do next. I'm going to upload this in a minute and show you what I've been doing. Then I think I'll do some running videos now that I've put all the lights in the station and stuff, and just got a little bit more detail in the layout since my last running video. But I love this corner, I absolutely love it. Just absolutely in love with it. Come up with having, probably what we all do, having staring, just standing looking at it thinking, wow, you know, really like it. And I've tried to build in a bit of perspective, you know, smaller ones at the back, bigger ones at the front. A little bit of different colour up there, not, I don't want it too much, but I mean you do get different trees of all sorts of colours. So just bringing it in, little bits of scatter below the tree. So I'm going to upload it now and then carry on.